Technology how-to videos and reviews, blueinchworm.com. Email etiquette, 5 tips for creating professional emails, and some things to avoid. Tip number 1, have a greeting in your email. You can have the person's name followed by a comma, or maybe a greeting like, "Hi, Juan," comma, and then a couple spaces down to begin your email. Tip number 2, understand the use of caps. So when using caps or caps lock or capitalizing any word, understand that caps in text form means emphasis or an elevated voice, and it can be perceived as yelling. So never type an entire email in caps, save only for use and emphasis in a positive manner. We will show some examples here in a minute. Tip number 3 is understanding exclamation points. So similar to caps, exclamation points should be used in a way that is for emphasis, used when showing excitement or complimenting somebody, but do not use when giving instructions or asking people to complete tasks. Tip number 4, understand punctuation, grammar, and spelling all matter. So we don't want to create emails where there are mistakes, having a word that should be capitalized that's not. Again, here, Genesis should be capitalized, and then even misuse of a word at the end or a spelling mistake. It reads, "Please advice." So many email providers have where it gives suggestions in the email itself where there are errors. So here it's asking me to fix this, and I can fix it. But a good practice if you are writing an email of any length is to do it in Google Docs or Microsoft Word or something, a different program where you can type out an email and it will give you suggestions on what to fix. And typically your word processor applications will provide more suggestions than just in an email, and then even some email providers may not necessarily have these features. So if you are typing something out that's a little bit longer, you may want to type it out in a Word or Google Doc file and then copy and paste it into an email when you are done. Tip number 5 is to have an email signature. And this can be done in a variety of ways. Sometimes just a full name is okay. More informal emails might be just a first name. Oftentimes, though, in a professional email, you want at least your name, your title, and your company name. Additional things you can put down, maybe your email address, phone number, website, or any other contact information. So let's look at a few examples. In example number 1, we are looking at an all caps email and how this might be read by somebody that receives it. 1, there are some documents missing from the Genesis file. The documents need to be put in the file at once. So the use of caps, the use of an exclamation point or several, it kind of gives that yelling perception. Another example, 1, there are missing documents from the Genesis file. We must get these done ASAP. Please advice. So again, with incorrect spelling, we have a word that comes out pronounced incorrectly. We have use of multiple exclamation points that are just not needed. But let's say we do need to write an email to Juan about some missing documents and something that we would like Juan to complete. We can say a very similar thing, but in a much more professional and positive manner by typing out an email that gets the point across without using caps, without using exclamation points. This one reads, "Hi Juan, I appreciate your work on the Genesis file. It looks like it is coming along smoothly. I was just reviewing the file and noticed there are a couple of documents missing. Please review the file and add the missing documents. This needs to be done by close of business today as we have a deadline to meet tomorrow. I appreciate your help. Please let me know when you receive this message and that you can get this done before the end of the day. If you have any questions, please let me know. Steve Jones, Consultant, Company Name." So in this email, it is put together in a professional manner where we are asking Juan to do something and having some urgency with it, noting that there are deadlines to meet, but this is not coming across in a way that is yelling or implying that Juan is in trouble or anything like that. Another little component of this email is there's a compliment at the beginning of the email to give it a little bit of lightheartedness. And then it gets into the fact that there is some documents missing. It asks him to review the file and add those documents. And it does put some urgency on it. It ends with, "I appreciate your help." So again, sort of a little bit more of a lighter tone. And then please let me know when you receive the message and that you can get this done. So you are setting an expectation of receiving an email back. Does this mean that you can never use caps or exclamation points in an email? Absolutely not. There are some scenarios where it might be warranted. In this example, Juan, congratulations! I just heard about your promotion. How exciting! I know you will do great in your new role. I appreciate all the help you have provided to me and the whole team at the East Side office. We will miss you here, but I know you will go on to do great things as district manager. Let's get lunch soon, Steve. So here, again, using caps and exclamation points in a way that's for a compliment or for a congratulations or something like that, perfectly acceptable. Just again, we don't want to overuse caps, overuse exclamation points. And this is a little bit more of an informal email, but even sending informal emails, if you're doing it from a business email address, it's still good to have some elements of a professional email. So a quick recap of 5 tips for creating professional emails. 1, have a greeting. 2, understand the use of caps. 3, understand the use of exclamation points. 4, understand that punctuation, grammar, and spelling matter. And 5, have a signature. For more how-to videos and reviews, click the subscribe button, blueinchworm.com.